Hi, my name is Teresa Gradias, and I'm going to be going a question and answer review for nursing statistics in regards to evidence-based practice. This assignment will be in review of the research article in Chapter 7 of the textbook Statistics for Nursing Research, a workbook for evidence-based practice. The question is, in Figure 1, did the nursing outcome compliance behavior change over 6 months of home visits? Provide a rationale for your answer. And I will go ahead and go over the review question so it makes a little bit more sense here. I wanted to provide some background information in regards to line graphs before I get started. Line graphs are useful resources in providing information on progress or trends of pretty much just about anything. They provide so much useful information once you know how to read them. A line graph is a chart system that contains connecting data points. The line can be straight, or it can be curved, or it can look like connect the dots line. Whatever the case, there is so much information to be gained from these graphs. The research article from the textbook Statistics for Nursing Research, a workbook for evidence-based practice, is in regards to nursing interventions in heart failure patients in home care. I'll go ahead and go over the research article, and then I'll go ahead and review the question and answer at the end. Azoulin and colleagues analyzed data from a larger randomized clinical trial to determine the effectiveness of 11 nursing interventions on selected nursing outcomes in a sample of patients with heart failure receiving home care. A total of 23 patients with heart failure were followed for 6 months after hospital discharge and provided 4 home visits and 4 telephone calls. The home visits and phone calls were organized using the nursing diagnosis from the North American Nursing Diagnosis Association International NANDA 1 classification list. The researchers found that 8 nursing interventions significantly improved the nursing outcomes for these heart failure patients: telephone consultation, nutritional counseling, teaching prescribed medication, teaching about disease process, and energy management. The researchers concluded that the NANDA 1, NIC, and NOC linkages were useful in managing patients with heart failure in their home. The relevant study results. Azoulin and colleagues presented their results in a line graph format to display the nursing outcome changes over 6 months of the home visit and phone calls. The nursing outcomes were measured with a 5-point Likert scale, with 1 being the worst and 5 being the best. Of the 8 outcomes selected and measured during the visits, 4 belonged to the health and knowledge behavior domain, as follows: knowledge treatment regimen, compliance behavior, knowledge medication and symptom control. Significant increases were observed in this domain for all outcomes when comparing mean scores obtained at visits number 1 through 4. The other 4 outcomes assessed belong to 3 different NOC domains, namely functional health, activity tolerance, and energy conservation. Physiologic health, fluid imbalance, and family health, family participation in professional care. The scores obtained for activity intolerance and energy conservation increased significantly from visits number 1 to visits 4. Fluid balance and family participation in professional care did not show statistically significant differences. The significance level, or alpha, was set to 0.05 for this study. The question assigned to me for the research article is Figure 1, which is up on the screen. Did the nursing outcome compliance behavior change over 6 months of home visits? Provide a rationale for your answer. In response, yes. During the course of the study of 6 months, the outcome compliance behavior changed from a mean of 3 to a mean of about 4. You can see by looking at the line graph chart the compliance behavior change and increased over a 6-month course at home visits. Compliance started off at 3.0 to 3.5 to 3.6 and ended at 4.0. So you can see here that this is the key for compliance behavior, and it's signified by this line with a square in the middle. So mine did start off at 3.0 to 3.5 to 3.6 and ended at 4.0, which did show improvement and progress. This concludes my video, and I hope it was useful and provided resourceful information for you. Thank you.